Listen, it's all a blur at this point, and I got to tell you, if you're not contributing a dollar at least or $10 right now, I got to say it's 1:30 in the morning, and I'll tell you now that I know how to compare time to money because of a 48-hour, super cycle of fundraising. I got to say I think I'm going to start, like tracking how much I'm talking because literally I'll have to stop talking and just try to really focus the conversation and tie it to dollars because to sit here, till February and have these endless conversations, it's got to be, scheduled and really juicing. So multiple platforms, super money bombs, stir the pot for limited time cycles and, basically try to limit how much time is required in running for Congress and optimizing donations and organizations. So without your dollar right now, this is just another waste of time. So consider that. Are you a part of the problem or are you part of the solution?
Congratulations, you're now a politician and a whore.
Yeah,
Sorry, man.
isn't that true? Isn't that true?
No,
That's what an escort tries to say.
so need to go after. Hey, I can't wait to hear your policy stuff. I might still give you a hard time, but just because it's an easy shot. If Mojo's behind you, I want to know why. That's for sure. When you get your policy on the website, let's check it out.
Okay, I'll let you know. It's gonna be Grok AI assistant,
And
policy.
like I was being very serious, you do have a pretty good sense of humor.
This girl on Hinge a couple months ago, a month ago, 2 months ago, she was texting me saying like, she's basically a sugar baby. And I said, so you're telling me a sugar baby, but you're also telling me that you're not a sugar baby. And so I just, it was like a long exchange of, if you, anyways, I'm just saying that, a,
We were unhinged. What did you expect?
well, I'm not willing to pay for the presence of a beautiful young woman when I can go to the beach and there's 100 of them in the immediate vicinity
Okay, I
automatically.
take it back. You were no longer a politician.
Well, you know what Pepe told me? He said, you should have fucked her and not given her any money. That's what Pepe told me. So I'm just wondering, William, what would you do if a beautiful woman,
Wait, you're
offered
taking
herself up
advice
to you?
from Pepe? Oh,
No, I'm
jeez.
just reiterating a story that I shared in a room that Pepe was in. I'm just asking you, what kind of man are you, William?
I have never paid for sex. I got paid once by a chick $20 because I needed gas money when I was young. But I believe you have the right to prostitution. You have the right to sell your body if that's what you want to do. But personally, no, never done it, never will.
It's not what I was asking you, but I understand now your position and the black hole
Oh,
PTR that you project.
well,
But that is a beautiful PTR of what is it? The black hole sun. What is it called when the
it's
sun
what
goes in front? I mean, the moon goes in
a
front?
clip.
An eclipse.
So what?
You are an
So what was your
eclipse,
question?
William. William the eclipse.
What?
What does an eclipse
You
mean to you, William?
Dude, it's the most magical spiritual experience you can have. But what was your question? You're asking whether I think you should have screwed the prostitute and not paid her, or you
No,
should
no,
be screwing
no.
pro.
I'm past that now. I figured that part out.
No, I'm just saying that if you're a politician and you're not screwing prostitutes, I'm not sure you're going to go too far.
Well, thanks for eclipsing your previous statement once again. William the Eclipse, everybody. Yeah, I know. Spam is a limited, revenue opportunity with some potential legal ramifications. I know Scott Richter, who owns affiliate.com and Platinum 84 Strip Club in Denver, and he's one of the most successful spammers of all time. He was on the Daily Show known as the King of Spam. And now he goes from casino to casino creating YouTube videos as Lucky Jackpot, the big jackpot winner. And he has a YouTube publishing business of him playing slot machines. And he's making millions of dollars recording himself playing slot machines. Think about that one. Because a lot of
There's a
people love
special
slot
place in
machines.
hell. There's a special place in hell for people like that, if you believe in hell.
Well, one of his sons is trans, the other looks straight. But, I'm just saying if your wife happens to commit suicide in her bed and your children walk in on that, that could scar people for life. And you could become trans because you got politically woke and your dad was a spammer. Tragedy strikes people. not everything is perfect in life, but I will say $37 trillion is not perfect. And if Thomas Massey and Rand Paul and Ron Paul and a couple other Congress people, literally less than 12, are talking about this, there's a bigger problem than you know about.
Yeah, you kind of crossed the line there a bit, bro.
Yeah, too many details, but I'm just merely sharing the story of a spam king who I, enjoy and am proud to know and have spent many weekends with. He might become a campaign contributor. You never know. So the evening the evening is rapidly winding down in the muff, and I gotta say the sheets are clean, and everybody's ready for bed. So we'll see. Are you ready to open up that wallet, take out that MasterCard, stick it into the Antidote website, and send $100 right now for this incredible clubhouse experience? Just look at Dr. Adams down in the audience, waiting to come up on stage to shit talk the campaign to elect candidate Congressman John Kitover. He's a Darren LaHood lifer, doesn't even live in the district, lives in Southern California, but here he is, already politically activated for Darren LaHood without Darren having to lift a finger. God works in mysterious ways. We'll see. Are you ready to contribute $10 to the campaign to elect candidate Congressman John Kitover right now? Are you ready? We'll see. This is a limited time opportunity. We'll see. We're about to go to sleep, and we're waiting to find out if we'll see $10 from you. Messi gave $10 to the campaign, didn't you, Messi? Are you ready to give another $10 right now? No, Messi? Oh, he's ready. Click that link above, pull out that wallet, pray on it, put it at the center of your heart. Look inside yourself and say, if I was running for Congress, would John give me $10 to run for Congress? Of course he would. Here's $10 right now. Give it to John and he'll give it back to you in seed blessings. And Dr. Adams down there with his rageaholic mentality, screaming all the time about big backed women. Well, you too are needed in the campaign, Dr. Adams, and we hope that you change your PTR and come over to the campaign to elect John Kitover. The time is now. Where's Darren LaHood right now? He's not here consulting you, giving you great words of wisdom, peace, and comfort, ASMR joy. No, he's spending the time in his multi-million-dollar mansion with $10 million in his candidate campaign fund and another $20 million in his bank account from his law firms nationwide that his father runs. This is a grassroots movement, and you're resisting grassroots. How dare you? What kind of patriotic American are you? But we need you, Dr. Adams, and you're already in the campaign materials as being a campaign aide to Darren LaHood. And possibly he'll give you a job because you're the first person to do anything about it. So you never know. This could be an opportunity for you too, Dr. Adams. Okay, Messi, take it away.
Oh,
It's been a lot of fun. Too bad Dr. Adams is not on the John boat. He's on the Darren LaHood vaccine train, $20 trillion debt train. What a traitor. I hope everybody here remembers how Dr. Adams has endorsed Darren LaHood and gone against Clubhouse John Kitover. His own kind. What a hypocrite. What a traitor. If there was a Clubhouse Constitution and a declaration, I'd have you arrested on Clown House, Dr. Adams.
I thought that was your boy, Roger.
I love that.
You like that he's supporting John's competition?
He can support whoever he wants. He's a grown ass man.
Serve the two masters.
I say shame on you, Dr. Adams. You know, you put a lot of stuff in the chat about your family name and all this money and how you could win.
Oh God, does it not get old, John?
It's just wild. Like, I like it because, you
You're
know,
just jealous.
Hey,
You're
let's
just
not-
jealous because my it was published.
Hey, what we're not going to do is Adam slander. We're just not doing Adam slander. Sorry. Look, he's one voter for Darren Lemon, and he can't even vote for him. But Adam's a good guy.
Because he's a felon, or because he lives in California?
Right. Let's not let that be the issue.
I agree. I don't think roasting him is the point of this room, but it could be the point of a future room. But I have to say, everyone has their place in the campaign to elect John because Dr. Adams, your latest speech in the room was put on YouTube because you were in a room called "Everything in This Room is being live streamed to YouTube." So you consented, and it asked you to consent by asking you, "Do you consent?" That's called a question. And so we have now entered the final stages of today's campaign push here on Clubhouse. You are in the $10 a topic group. If you're in the audience and you want to talk about anything under the sun, it's only $10. And this is the campaign to elect candidate Congressman John. But you have to click that link above. It says secure.antidote/campaign to elect John. Kitover, you need to send $10 right now or $100 if you have it. Dig deep. Hold on to your heart, grab your balls, and get John into Congress. It will require your money. There is no way to do this unless we can buy media and get operations on the ground to get signatures. And we will mass distribute and mass spam a very conservative, libertarian fiscal policy to defeat Darren LaHood, who nobody likes in his district except for a paper tiger Republican Party. They're just a paper tiger Republican Party. That's it. They're just a paper tiger. It's a little clique of just a couple people who think they're so special and so egotistical that the voters can't wake up and get, marketed and activated to through social media. The time is now. It's not that complicated. What do you think social media is? It's a spam advertising network. We are going to send intelligent, educated communication, and we hope you'll be a part of this. Dr. Adams is already a part of it, and he hasn't even given $10 like you. So dig deep, grab your heart, grab your balls, and give $100 to the campaign right now. We've got an EIN number, a campaign account number, a bank letter, an FEC filing, a financial campaign disclosure. We are set and ready to launch this campaign as soon as possible, but we need to get to thousands of dollars in our checking account, and we need your money now. So I hope this WTTW, National Broadcast Radio, which is now shut down, thank God, is getting to you, the American voter, the American supporter, the American patriot. Thank you very much. This is Candidate Congressman John Kitover wishing you all health, wealth, love, and peace of mind. Dig deep right now. Grab your balls. Grab that wallet. Lean over. Grab your phone. Click the link. Plug in your name. Put in your address. Put in your credit card number and hit submit. Dig deep. Surprise me. Send me 1,000 right now. Surprise me. Surprise the room. Dig deep. Send that $1,000 if you can. You can charge your card $1,000. You can do it right now. Send the money. Dig deep. Grab your balls. Be an American patriot. We are going to blast this message to the heartland of Illinois, where Abraham Lincoln and American patriots used to fight savage Native Americans. Well, they built a bunker complex up to the heart of Chicago to take it over from a bunch of savage Black Hawk Indians. That's the kind of campaign we're going to lead against Darren LaHood when we defeat him. He is a vaccinologist, $20 trillion debt creator, a broadband infrastructure big spender scammer, $20 trillion in debt, plus $5 trillion a year for 10 years. That's $50 trillion plus $20 trillion. The guy has voted for $70 trillion in spending. $70 trillion. And you can't afford $1, not $10.
For only $1 a day, you can support John Kitover in the 16th congressional district of Chicago.
Wow. Do you see this? Dr. Adams and Brad want to move into an apartment together so they can get residency.
Yeah, that's a little sus right there.
Ooh. Do I hear a romance in the making? Strange bedfellows.
Who do you think's the top and who do you think's the bottom? I mean, we obviously know.
I'm just wondering who will scream more homicidal ideation while they make love. Will it be Dr. Adams or will it be Brad?
Hit it harder, you big back.
You know, my dad was a cop for 30 years. He told me his first job was a gay fight where a gay guy was murdered and the other guy had a knife sticking out of his head.
Poor Adams.
Screaming, screaming. I am screaming for the hood. I can already see the funniest thing is I can hear Adam's voice just in the text.
Is it as gay in your head as it is in real life?
I don't want to, say anything negative because that could break a house rule, but I just want to say I can hear his voice in my head.
All right, let's stop talking about him.
So it's $10 a topic. Messi, are you ready to give $10 right now to initiate a topic?
No, I'm looking forward. I don't have anything to talk about.
Okay, to the goo you shall go. I'm a capitalist, but unfortunately, I'm communistically gooing you because this campaign needs dollars. That's $10, $100. We'll see. Are you ready, or are you ready to get sent to the goo? $10 a topic. We'll see. What do you say? Okay, everybody is asleep. We've put the room to sleep again. This is your late night ASMR Congressman experience. We're going to create an ASMR Congressman experience video right now for the voters of the 16th district, as well as some disgruntled clownhouse users who hate all of my recordings, even though they can't actually identify a single recording that they hate, nor a single video that they'd like taken down. All they can do is come on Clownhouse and complain about everything. It's as if I have single handedly ruined some people's clubhouse experience or ruined the potential for a pure clubhouse experience for future people. I don't know. Some people take it so seriously. Okay, it's that midnight hour, so we're going to do a quick Jewish Torah study for everyone here who is prepared to give 10, not 11, 10, not $9 to the campaign. Click above and send the money now. I'm going to give you that $10 you're looking for. This is called God's speech. God's speech is not like your speech. When you utter a word, the word seems outside of you, but there is nothing outside of God, and no place is empty of him. Even when God speaks and words become worlds, the absolute union of God and creation is unbroken, and hence God is not changed. As breath is veiled in sound, becoming word to a listener, so God's light is veiled in form, becoming creation to the created. God perceives no other, for everything is God, without distinction. This is what is meant when it is written, that darkness and light are the same to God. Even the shells of self are not other than God, just as a turtle shell is not other than the turtle. Thus it is written, Yahweh is Elohim. These are the notes. Deuteronomy 4:35 Yahweh, the four-letter Hebrew name of God, represents the transcendent, and Elohim represents the immanent. Tanya is saying that God is God from the most sublime to the most mundane levels, from emptiness, Ein, to form, Yesh. Nothing is outside of God. Indeed, there is no outside at all. If there is nothing separate from God, if no place is empty of God, Why do we feel ourselves to be separate? This is the nature of God's non duality, shlemut. God cannot be limited to either emptiness, ayin, or form, yesh. God, as the infinite Ein Sof, must embrace and transcend them both. The mistake we make is to imagine that the form is somehow other than God, and that the shells that blind us to God are somehow evil and in need of removal. From Tanya's perspective, the shells are as natural to God as a turtle shell is to the turtle. The task of the in-betweener isn't to remove the shells, but to see them as part of God as well. This is what Kokma wisdom knows, for it reveals the divine suchness, Kok, in all that is Ma. Realizing this is realizing that Yahweh is Elohim. Deuteronomy 4:35. Elohim is a plural noun meaning gods. The plurality designates God's presence in the plurality of the world of form, Yesh. Elohim is the one manifest as the many. Yahweh is singular, referring to the transcendent one in and of itself. Yahweh refers to God's essential unity. Okay, if you're entertained, send $10 right now. I hope you like that divine wisdom. This is called Other Gods. Send $10 right now. 10 not 11, 10 not 9. Torah speaks as humans speak, giving the impression of duality. But there is no duality in God, and the one light animates all worlds, including even those mired in self and otherness. Unawakened selves are called other gods, their otherness falsely derived from their imagined distance from God. Perceiving nothing but themselves, they proclaim themselves gods, saying, I am, and there is nothing besides me. Thus, arrogance is the heart of idolatry. But arrogance is rooted in delusion, for there is nothing but God. Adam Kadmon, Atzilut, Bariya, Yetzira, and Asiya, spirit, soul, mind, heart, and body. Your very existence depends on your capacity to say, I am. Neshama is the faculty that allows this to happen, since God's non-duality, Shlemut, necessitates the existence of a multiplicity of I am. It would be a mistake to imagine that Neshama is evil or that it must be eliminated. The same is true of the Kelipot, the shells that allow you to see objects as other than yourself, and the Kelipot Noga, the shell of ego, which allows you to be you at all. Everything from the most sublime to the most mundane is part of God's infinite creativity. The problem is not with the Neshama and Kelipot themselves, but with our ignorance. The problem is not that you say, I am, but that you mistakenly assume there is nothing besides me. This ignorance is maintained by ignoring the fact that you cannot exist alone, that you are not separate from your environment, and that the whole environment, from Adam Kadmon to Asiya, the first and fifth worlds of divine emanation, is the outpouring of God's creativity. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that reading. That's from the Tanya by the Alter Rebbe. I hope it altered your perception and you enjoyed it. Send $10 right now. There's about 25 of you in the audience. If each one of you just found it in your heart to send $1 right now, we could overturn the world with just a feather. A feather to tickle Dr. Adams. Ha 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 ha. Playing the bells ain't gonna hypnotize people. Oh, really, Adams? It's not gonna work? I bet you'll salivate like a dog. Ooh! Let's see here, Adams. Take a deep breath, Adams. Here we go.
John, you have up until the 27th to collect signatures, the 27th of October.
Ugh. That's soon. It's much sooner than I thought. I thought maybe we'd have till January or February.
Now you got to collect them by October 27th, and then between the 27th and November 3rd, that's when they're submitted, along with all the other paperwork. And if you show submit it too early, it won't be accepted, and if you submit it too late, it won't be on the ballot. So the 27th to the 3rd is very important. And then after the 3rd, they're going to review the filing, verify the signatures, and allow time for challenges. Your opponents can contest your petition if they think the signatures are valid. Once verified, they're officially on the March ballot. So we have between now and October 27th, we've got August, September, October. We've essentially got 2 months to do it.
So let's say 60 days, 2,000 signatures. It's 30. It's about 30 signatures a day, uh, or more. So it's a lot of signatures.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. I'll get people involved that can help with that. We're gonna get some libertarians involved, but you're gonna have to give them like 3 reasons to give a shit, and we can come up with those.
Well, I need to work on it more and stop with all the clubhouse antics. The clubhouse antics are fun, but it's not really getting to the people in 16.
So it looks like you need. They're recommending getting 4 to 10 times the amount of signatures. So if it's like rounding up to 600, you're going to be looking at like anywhere from 24 to 6,000 signatures.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, you're talking like 5 minutes per signature, basically, let alone a large percentage of the signatures are just a scribble. So, I don't know.
Now, I'll send you a video. Leadership Institute and Young Americans for Liberty have videos on how to get this stuff. So there's techniques that you can use, and there's training videos that show you exactly.
Well, why don't we run the training right here on Clubhouse and play the audio from the videos?
That's a good idea, actually. Let me go make sure that my donations are up to date on YAL, and then I'll have access to their whole library of videos.
You see, Dr. Adams, the coordination that is happening on the stage right now, you could be a part of that coordination. You could be an essential part of this communication and campaign. All you got to do is change your PTR, send $10 to the campaign right now, Dr. Adams. You could put this one in your back pocket, Dr. Adams, and say you were a campaign consultant on a congressional Republican campaign. It's a big resume boost. Anybody here can. Chris, Messi, Wallace, anybody here that knows me. Yoav, you want to, well, Yoav, maybe you can't work on the campaign, but you could still speak up in a clown house room. Anybody can, really. This is the internet. I think everybody's asleep. And maybe right now is a good Irish goodbye time, 2 a.m. Nobody wants to stay up all night working on this campaign. LaHood has what he needs to run. My side of the campaign ain't worried. So when is he going to announce dropping out? To the Libertarians.
Should we close this room, or should we keep it open? And since Tiffany is asleep, we can have a funny title for people that come in and make fun of her. I think we'll do that.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'm going to just do an Irish goodbye in the name of Shepherd Pie. And I wish you all a pleasant good evening. And I bid you all farewell and adieu.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, everybody. Bye.